every Friday, 4:30 p.m. on Epona, the 103.5 FM as street reports on foods in your face. On Emas Nebona, the corner 24/7, 24/7. Hi, I am Martin Epanch. Say my name to define mass media, and it is defined. I am Martin, journalist to the core, a broadcaster, if you will. I am Martin, the film director. I am Martin, producer. CKC call me metal or mobile piggy. Osuma call me metal. For know me as the little killer. Okoko calls me Papua. Whenever I look at the sky from here, I think the most time was cool.
Yes, guys, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're watching from, please like, subscribe, and share. Right, hit the subscribe button right here. Remember to check this out. It's on Amazon.com. Hip hop and Igbo culture by yours faithfully, Martin Ifanch Quick. All right. It's also at St. Teresa's Catholic Church, Umunya. Go check it out. All right. You can come to a at 103 of FM and pick it up. Thank you so much. That's right. It's about time. Nepona, the 103.5 FM. It's about time for us to cause social change in our street, on our streets, in our society today. It's about time, It's that time for, ombudsmanship, a situation whereby we bring both the people and the government on the same table, to sort out our challenges as a people. Now, everybody agrees that the reason why Igbo people are so strong in commerce, in trading, in business is because of the empowerment ability of the Igbo boy scheme in Igbo land. The way over time this have produced, a lot of millionaires, multimillionaires, even billionaires in Igbo land. So a lot is going on, and that is why the reason Anambra House of Assembly began to look into this matter, and there is a bill now, that is being proposed to regulate Igbo boy scheme in Igbo land, in Anambra State in particular. Now, this is how I welcome you to this awesome, wonderful, spirit and knowledge field edition of a Straight Report on Ebona, the 103.5 FM. I remain the one and only Martin Ifan Shuku AKZ. As I number the first, the one that I call Metal. Now, the bill I'm talking about, the Igbo boy apprenticeship scheme, the bill that is being designed now to regulate the Igbo boy, apprenticeship scheme It was sponsored by AGK Okechukwu, member representing Anocha constituency too. And now everybody's paying attention to it because they need to work out a particular framework that will work when it comes to applying it to our people. Yes, this Igbo boy system produced a lot of millionaires in Igbo land, and that is why the reason Anambra State House of Assembly is looking into this. But something, there is some places they need to enhance, and that's the reason why they are talking about it in the first place. So if you look at it properly, you will see that of late it is not what it used to be, because of late there are cases of theft from the side of one boy, or you say apprentice, at the end of the day. And at the same time, there are lots of cases of ogas or masters who refuse to settle the ones who have served under them for a while. Now, in case you don't know, the process of Igbo boy in Igbo land is when an apprentice is handed over to a master, in a particular profession or trade, and then to train the person maybe in a couple of years, maybe a period of 5 years or 6 years or 7, depending on the discussion or agreement the two parties had, before they engage in that. Now, when the apprenticeship is done, like when the apprentice is done with his years of servitude, he gets settled by the Oga with a particular amount of money to go and set up somewhere else. This also, it is not just about traders, it applies to both artisans as well, but that of artisans are different from that of traders, because that of artisans now is a situation whereby the apprentice comes to pay to the Oga to get trained in a particular skill, and once he's done, he will move over and then establish his own business, his own, artisan shop. One thing is for sure, it is paying off. Igbo people are benefiting from it, and that's the reason why the deputy speaker of, the House of Assembly, National House of Assembly, I'm talking about Benjamin Kalo, also proposed. He was looking into a situation whereby this issue of Igbo boy will become a national thing, something that is practiced all over Nigeria, not just in Igbo land anymore. But in Igbo land, we need to enhance it, and that's the reason why, somebody sponsored this bill. And you see that over the years, this is the reason why Igbo people continue to expand in business, from time to time, and new bosses are born every day when someone gets to train under another person, and then the person becomes Oga as well, and then continue to train other people as well. Just like I said, the scheme is paying off, but there is incessant theft from apprentice, and also a lot of cases of masters who refuse to settle their apprentice. Though in some markets they look into it properly. There are some markets you go to, you see that whenever there are cases of somebody stole from the Oga, the market, leadership will make sure they handle it and make sure the person returns the money. And then, a case whereby Oga refuses to settle someone who have served so well without evidence of theft in anywhere, they will step in as well and make sure that the Oga gets to settle that person. In some cases, they lock their shops till they do the needful. But there is a need for this bill, and we'll talk about it on this particular edition of Street Report on Airborne at the 103.5 FM. This is how I'll welcome you. So stick around with this one as I remain Martin Ifa and Jukwik is here. Enjoy this one. It's coming from African Channel. We'll be right back.
Yo,
your worst enemy, you go be your best friend. Every night and day, you don't think I don't regret. You never can tell, you go be your best friend. You never can tell when the world will go end. So let me know about the one in 12. What you say them people to be 12. I be like the one of you for the you. Can you got the money with the shop back for you? Another one you happen inside that chicken there. Only 19 to become ballet. We plenty woman we carry belly. Come on, they make them fix him with fear. If I say oh, you say see another man say see. Oh, now you sabi you. If I say oh, you say see another man say see. Oh, now you sabi I say them born man. Them keep man no for inside and jegule I say them born house. Them keep man no for inside and jegule I say them born man. Them keep man no for inside and jegule I say them born house. Them keep man no for inside and jegule. As something happen for inside my 12. They go make me a Nigerian government affair. Something happen for inside my 12. They go make me a Nigerian government affair. Nothing to them take me go land. I'm on a him them kill go make me go land. Nothing when no break me go land. I'm on a him them kill go make me go land. Maybe they happy for democracy. Why some business from them with them on the place. Maybe they happy for democracy. Why some billions want them with them on the place. My brother, oh, night, let's go. Where man go live and man go die go. When I use this road, when man go live and man go die go, I say them born man. Them keep man no for inside and jekule, I say them born out. Them keep land no for inside and jekule, I say them born man. Them keep man no for inside and jekule, I say them born out. Them keep land no for inside and jekule. After secondary school, my friend go Kaduna. He go Kaduna, he go Saboga. After 20 years, he go Saboga. Take it travel go village, you go see him, Papa. Yeah, Papa say I don't become Oga. Tell Mama say I don't become Oga. See Papa finish, I got Kaduna. See Mama finish, he go Zamfara. As my friend reach you, he fell. My brother go, go. My friend reach you, he fell. My brother go, go. Them carry trade at them land our land. Waiting we see, you man their body. Waiting China see, you man their body. Waiting my brother them see, you man their body. When Papa reach you, see him Pidgino. Iyala say Ifeme. Iyala say Belebe go. When them they go, Ifeme.
Yes, it is what it is. It is Straight Report on Ebona, the 103.5 FM. I've witnessed, firsthand the situation whereby, the chairman of Onitsha Main Market, handled a situation, a case where an apprentice stole from the Oga. Immediately, they began to dictate, investigated, got the money at a time, got, okay, this is where the money is, go and get this one and all of that. So it's something good to look at on a very good day, the way they are looking out for each other, when it comes to these issues. And this is how I welcome you back to Straight Report on Ebona at the 103.5 FM. I remain the one and only Martin Ifan Quick is as Anambra the first, the one that I call Metal. So it happened that on this day, this young man left the Oga's house, and the Oga kept looking for him. Meanwhile, the man placed the amount of like 2 million naira in a particular shop that he is supposed to be overseeing. He is the one in charge of that particular shop. 2 million naira worth of goods. And then he's making sales, All of a sudden, they started looking for him. They didn't see him again. Oga started looking for him, called everybody. Nobody saw him. Then it was discovered that he he's now stealing the money from, from where he's supposed to be paying this money, the account he's supposed to be paying it. He opened the account. Whenever he makes sales, he pushed the money to that particular account that he opened. So on this very day, like they began to investigate and then got him. And when they got to him, he began, like when they got him, and he began to confess where he, where the money is, where he kept the remaining. But all this while he was lodging in a particular hotel, before they started looking for him. So the case of theft now, when it comes to Omo boy, is also the reason why this proposed bill is very important. Then the case of incessant, like a situation whereby the boss or master fails to settle his apprentice. That's also the reason why this needs to be established. But some people are of the opinion that there is no law that will make these things work the way we are looking at it, because when it comes to Igbo boy, that it is always a mutual understanding. Maybe because someone feels like, okay, I'm supposed to help this family, take one of their kids, train them so that this person will become the pillar of that particular family. A situation whereby maybe somebody feels indebted to a particular person or uncle, or and then takes the kids and begin to train them in that particular trade so that they get better. So it is always about mutual understanding. But at a time, one could come from a very far place and then get to train under a particular person that is different, maybe coming from a different town. It happens. Someone could come from Enugu State and then come to Anambra State and train under somebody who is from Anambra State on a very good day. It happens. So apart from just maybe family members or family friends, that gets to work these things out, sometimes they go beyond just, beyond their location and get people from other places. Now, another reason why I think this bill is coming out now is because maybe some academic skills need to be inculcated into that apprenticeship system, and that's the reason why the bill is also talking about certificates. That certificates will be offered to a successful apprentice who is done with his days, and he's served 2 days. And then there will also be some kind of incentive from the government to supplement what the Oga gave him to start business with. Now let me tell you about this bill. It is said Anambra Assembly considers bill to regulate Igbo apprenticeship scheme. A bill seeking to provide a framework to regulate Igbo apprenticeship scheme known as Igbo Boy has passed the second reading at the Anambra State House of Assembly. The bill, Anambra State Igbo Apprenticeship Bill 2024, was sponsored by AGK Okechukwu, member representing Anocha Constituency 2. Okechukwu said the apprenticeship scheme would reduce the rate of unemployment if well regulated. He noted that the apprenticeship system in the past was a major creator of employment in the Southeast, adding that many youths were gainfully employed through it. The lawmaker added that the apprenticeship system was a major reason the Southeast has one of the biggest markets in West Africa. The trainee system began to die when a servant or trainee would serve his master for years, and when it would be time to settle him, stories would come up and the servant would be sacked without any compensation, Okechukwu said. This made most of our young people to begin to see the system as a waste of time and effort. This bill is, however, seeking to establish a commission to oversee and create a database to matchmake individuals with their trades or businesses of interest and with stipulated agreements. The bill also looks at the right of the Oga and the trainee. The ultimate objective is to create employment as well as improve trade and commerce in the state. Also speaking, Patrick Okafor, member representing Onitsha North Constituency 2, said the bill would restore confidence in the Igbo apprenticeship system. When there is no law, there is always abuse. With this bill, the apprenticeship scheme will become attractive again as many youths will be encouraged, Okafor said. At the same time, the honorable member representing Abia State, I think the deputy speaker of the House of Representatives, Benjamin Kalu, has said he is considering moving a bill to institutionalize the Igbo system of apprenticeship as part of moves to address the dearth of skilled workers and unemployment in the country. He said another bill to make Hausa, Yoruba, and Igbo national languages was also in the works. Speaking in Abuja while playing host to the management team of Build Up Integrated Services led by his Chief Executive Officer, Chibike Agwene, Carlo said the two bills were ultimately contemplated to give a legal framework to the idea of creating more skills and employment for the teeming unskilled youthful population. A statement signed by Carlo's Chief Press Secretary, Livinus Mwabuogo, quoted the lawmaker as saying that the national apprenticeship system is a technology-driven dual apprenticeship model designed by Build Up to blend theoretical education with hands-on practical training. Carlo lamented Nigeria's huge population of unskilled youths, adding the apprenticeship system currently practiced mostly in the southeast as Igbo boy, where someone undergoes a training in a particular craft or vocation for an agreed number of years and later gets settled by his employer, who will be institutionalized through a legislative intervention. Kano said an institutionalized dual apprenticeship system will act as a conduit, offering a real-world application of skills acquired through theoretical education. It serves as the vital bridge that transforms academic knowledge into practical expertise, ensuring that the individuals not only grasp theoretical concepts but also gain hands-on experience relevant to the demands of their chosen field. You see? So now, if you look at that of Benjamin Carlo, you see that this one is coming with the theoretical aspect of education as well. It's not just serving now. There could be English language, mathematics, and all of that inculcated into, what the person is learning right there. But I have a report, that will also educate you more on this issue of Igbo Boy Bill. Pay attention to it, and we'll be right back.
Also known as Igbo Boy, over the years have produced millionaires and billionaires in Igbo land. Also, as the reason why the Igbo people empower each other in business, the Igbo Boy system has its challenges that sometimes might affect the boss or the apprentice. And that is why a bill seeking to provide a framework to regulate the Igbo apprenticeship scheme known as Boy was introduced by AGK Okechukwu, member representing an Ocha constituency in the Anambra State House of Assembly. Lauding the efforts of the Anambra State House of Assembly and Honorable AGK Okechukwu, Chief Innocent Ezoha, Ezenyano Muju, Chairman, Caretaker Committee on Isha, Main Market, pointed out the causes of fracas between a boss and his apprentice, as he explains what Anambra State House of Assembly.
Wow. Ọgụ ọbụla kpọtara nwa mbọ ya ama na ọ ga-chọ nwa mbọ ya owe odozie ọ zụọ ya zute ọfụma ọ ha dịba tomilionia rank ala Igbo nwere mana ọ zụọ ya zụta ya ọfụma ọ ha dị haus dọbiwe so ndị a kpatara ọga niile ma fe paket anyị na-ekwe na chairman sesemi n'ebe a ịkpọta nwa mbọ edishọn esote ọfụma nye enwe ka nwa ya mmadụ anyị si atụma sotu atụ ọnwa mbọ ịkpọta bikos otolite chidegbo good citizen also society.
However, he pointed out that many youths in main market Onitsha are benefiting from one youth two skills program of Governor Chukwuma Soludo, who he believes will implement the bill excellently well if passed into law. As he declared, Governor Soludo outstanding performing governor.
One man to scale. When market not now, other people benefit here. 100 little boy, no more can be from. They benefit from it. I just didn't see good money, not about. So go about the women. Also, I have one call. So I want to that's what they do here. It's very okay. If you want to get it, you will say, if you want to get it, what I get out. Say, put a congratulations, gauges of Pika, it was a double good because you take your photo of that way. That is to need to make it what I get it. So, if you want to get it, as I put that, what I get out, take with the government. They go to a government,
on the appreciation of the naira against the dollar, he believes that the government needs to sustain the development so as to enable traders to benefit from the appreciation in order to drop the cost of commodities in the market.
My business, yes, I did $1,800 and 1,500 and with the import. Most of the IH Senegal go Canada, most of my Matago. I don't even know I get out of here. Buyer, that is good at 1,000 something. So, Canada, now that go. All you go 3 months. So, I go to the dollar. The very oh, it's sustaining the dropping. The government here, the I will not know that this week, if I don't that one, with the get that is called. All government sustaining the price of the dollar. On other 3-4 years, you will now plan the business.
From White House, Onisha, main market, Martin, Efa Shuku Ekeze.
So there you have it. An advice to the Anambra State House of Assembly to work out a possible framework that will regulate these things at the end of the day. Igbo boy system in Igbo land. So here in Ekumaka today, now this particular edition of Street Report, when I call a bill, a proposal na Anambra State House of Assembly ka ejiwene regulate Igbo boy na Igbo. Kaiwa halimwezi a situation whereby na mmadụ nweke gbasa boy within 5, 6, 7 years old, depending on if you have to go and you are cosqua maka settle ya ma onye messia without any evidence of theft from his side. And then a situation whereby maybe my boy is suagori and we got some things in place in order to make sure that is suagori. At the same time, Yotago Nanke Achokoga National, when it comes to Honorable Benjamin Carlo Bo, the Deputy Speaker of the House of Assembly, na Kowana Nkenyawana Chifu Makia, where Emea Kobolo national thing at the end of the day. Gabo Nkeyabu Elunaga went theoretical aspect of teaching because neighbor boya go practical aspect already. Then we can sort of maybe bookkeeping knowledge are gonna impact in them. For them to understand, how to keep records and every other thing we keep them involved at the end. So, what is your take on the matter? Na iheni na ekwetelo na yabo bill ga dela or no yedozi obodo, because in as much as Nina complaining about the current challenges and all of that, some of the things I plan off market the ega prevent is some of the challenges and was in future you have to go because na kini koko insecurity or na control when issue like a situation whereby na most youths are employed, the insecurity is one and long way. So we must talk about it. What is your take on the matter? Remember that you can become part of the conversation by sending your reactions via SMS or WhatsApp messages on 08096 661035. You can as well join us on Facebook as we are live at Ebona, the 103.5 FM. Drop your comments on the comment section of the live video. You can equally stream us online via mixlr.com/gistfm. The numbers you'll call right now and then you become part of the conversation remains 070-3445-9334 or 070-4559-2210. What is your take on this matter? So I na-akpa maka bill a na-propose ka eji wee regulate ịgba boy na Igbo na Anambra State in particular. At the same time, you know, Honorable Benjamin Kalu Nekwoku, you know, he proposed for such a bill called Ife Agapo, you know, nationwide. Right about now. Let's hear from you right now. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes. Your name and location, please.
Oh, your
Can I forget answer? Okay. On your mind, John Ken. Okay. Because Gabaniru, can you wait for the hand? Okay. Mana ịmana na ihe akịta ihe ha ji ekwu okwu ya ka ha protect ya ma ọga ma nwa boy ihe a na-emekwa ụka ka a na protect kwa ọga from nwa boy ya nwee ike iti poison na ndị otu ya. Ngwa na-ege ntị iwe wana gị my brother na-egogodo ntị mba na-ege ntị ka ọ nkata ka anyị na-akpa getụkwanụ mụ ntị nwa obele na ihe dị na ya ọ bụrụ na enwee situation whereby na youth so na street arịọzi nne na enwezi nne like everybody dey engaged enwere ike ịgbabọ ya dozie ya in such a way na everybody dey engaged ọkwa ịma na insecurity ga-ana. Okay, believe on insecurity Ghana. Ọ bụrụ na everybody nwere ife ọ na-alụ. Okay. Onye nwa na ikwu otu nke idozi anyị nwa bụ citizen like this kind of bill bụkwa that part of way eji edozi anyị nwa bụ citizen. Mana abịa n'ịgba boy my brother a na-enye certificate already o nwere ndị ọga na-enye certificate ma emesịa kịta ọ dụrọ. Okay.
Oh, for them, I'm working. The man for what boy, okay, I've been put.
Mm.
Oh, you have to see you, why I am okay. I know, you know, without that, apple. We are near maybe I know.
No, I hope.
I don't know where the blood. I want to be
Mm-hmm.
how you would get,
I hope.
because they are what you said. Because I'm not at our boy. Because they give my father to me. Then to follow the people who go there, they are not out in New Zealand. Who will take our car? If you have five, you go to bed, or some will want you are down from me. If for that, all your papa is doing you have to know your never name brother is don't come home. When you're doing the job about you.
So ị na-abatakwa n'ife ị ka na-anachata n'ife anyị na-ekwu na enwere need protect ọga enwere need protect nwa boy in case of ndị nke na mindset fa bụ izu ori need protect ndị ọga from n'aka ndị nke at the end of the day my ọga nwekwa mindset na ọ chọrọ isetụ nwa boy need protect nwa boy from ya nke a bụ a different thing altogether. Nke a bụ a different thing. Mana nsogbu arụrụ daalụ maka ijoin anyị a ga-anabata onye ọzọ kịta. Thank you so much for joining us this evening, my brother. Daalụ. Yes. Once again, 07034459334 or 07045592210. Do you think this bill, that is being sponsored now to regulate Igbo system in Igbo land, in Anambra State, how good? Do you how good is it, or do you think it is not of any need? Let's hear from you now. Hello. Yes. Good evening, my brother. No. Gabaniru O. ọnwa anụ mgbe gọọmenti ga-anọkọta jos buru mmadụ achọba onye a achọba ọ bụrụ na o nwere ihe onye a mere a ga-ama oke ti date onwe ọga kọmiti kraịm ada abịa ebuli ya Okay, mana otu a esi ekwu okwu inwegasị some other things a ga na add in ya like a theoretical aspect enwere ike iji opportunity a wee train be ndị ga-eme ife dị na factory a don't you think so? Okay. Na-aya na-enye certificate according to ihe kwu and nke Benjamin Kalu na-akọwa na enwe na-ege ntị na enwe theoretical aspect. Okay, thank you so much for joining us this evening. Yes, 07034459334 or 07045592210. Let's hear from you right about now. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening, my brother. How are you doing?
I'm fine, man.
Welcome.
Yeah. Maxim.
My brother.
Yeah. I'm Anambra calling from Ufan.
Okay, thank you. Well, please put off your radio set and then go on.
Yeah. Martin, this matter is very serious.
Okay.
I know something on the about what I know. A new deal we just go to the market to help their mind because obviously to make the money flow to make the market. Man to the mind of all.
Onye kwuru okwu na main market bụ chairman main market bụ ihe na-ekwu okwu si na ọ ga-help out with situation ọ nwere ebe ahụ ozugbo ka ọ na-enwe like o nwere case nke nyanwa na-esetụlụ ebe a nwa boy zulu ọgori yọta so o wee na-ekwu na ịdị bill a ga-help out na ife a na-try isetụ gasị ma nwa boy zulu ọgori ma ọ ga na-ekwere esetụ nwa boy so ọ ya nyanwa bụ chairman main market na-ekwu ebe ahụ
Makana hizi naongea na watu hapo hotelini. Tena naongea hizo mwaka kirefu mwana mwaka kiriki emeje. Ihe na babuli haje mwa komiti mwiti sektoria outside the beer. Now, at the time this thing you will put at the change very seriously. Government gives me a kind of thing. All the good noble na the intention had to work there. Na the idea implement.
Na ihe dị na ịma na ekwu na ọ na enwe committee all the bill ga-emezi establish a commission na afọze maka ya ọ ba ya pass ya the bill now enwezi a commission bụzi maka ya ka ha ma no ya bụ the thing
and ịma na ile kịta ihe dị na that na anyị fụtata na gọọmenti ha nwere private ha nwere ike ime tinye aka na nke anyị ịma na marginalization mere ndị Igbo ji were gawa but there was too much now because I'm going to go to combine both. I'm going to go to the cost of education and this device will go back. I didn't make a feel like today. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in but I didn't want to. If you want to buy a bunch of them, man, if you have a message, when you put your back, get your point. No, you go from my school, get your point. Come on, I said that they have me here. E potete andare completo questi così i critici job fondi con la poco then mi fa dire che non poi quindi hanno anche un capo poco ma hanno le decisioni che sono then I just become a billionaire then after a few days because of all money in which I last of a great day go out all marginalization now look what that's an people return of one many of them have a purpose more kind of $1,000,000. And you find out that no, the government don't handle things very properly. That's why all these things now do it. I can't say any peers or get my voice. All them back. They come one of that from they can split to a way and go. Upon a second, you
yeah, so all part of the thing. If I propose a situation whereby no gatsozi settle one boy or settle one boy with a go to a government. And then one boy a particular money to complement and car organically. All you need now, they need the bill now. When it comes to that, I'm already time for partnership with only boy with them. So no two up, government will also have understanding with them. Okay.
Like even when I was one kind about the state that we did or and yet at this state. Government put to provide a place. What I create on a career, they're not low. So how when you're in the ICD black. Upon you can apprentice or have for that enough. Upon you hear only and I'm a boy of Busoya and I'm a boy of Busoya. So I can wear I didn't think that the particular years. My boy on that about that one. In the Gulabu, take a secondary school, or not. Hindi ako compromise niya ako. Hindi ko invite dito niya ako. Then, the man ang government siya commitment na. Ang dito na po ang obey with the plan na otogodi and obey and etc. The man with intention that na every three they would be doing from federal.
Yes.
Because of it happened before here. The vision is good.
Okay.
The problem you know that na our people understand that way na again.
Okay.
Because we find that na
Onya mela ji no deba na ka people understand there because now the thing will pay off otu I say apia. Obo na enwekwu theoretical aspect in ife and because what you enwe theoretical aspect n'ime na mmadụ nwere ike na-agba boy mana o nweta sense of maybe English language nwetakwa mmalụ one or two things in academics before you tago ọbụla ọganisi onwe ya oya ọbụ Thank you so much for joining us, my brother. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Yes, yeah. Let's hear from you right about now. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Good evening, my sister. Keke, man. No. Gabaniru, oh?
The government of Anambra State, we have our all these with them, if you don't have to be there or for them, or not, they are not only one on our back. But I don't want to wait to when I have that we had them.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, with Puma. They might have planted more than our boy. He was a good boy, and they are protect their father and our boy.
Okay.
He was a good boy. I got a day our boy. Every time they make things, maybe it's I want a government to be there, I only found. What I got now, if you are going to government messages for him, then call by the living to me. So government to
okay.
All the people what you found on what if you didn't have a house, if I am not what was it was to I just know all by and the money where I want it. Mandan, you don't come or who's on call. After that,
yes, some of the people gonna kick against it. Because most people when I enjoy, you take advantage of home boy or in a maybe foul teeth we how gonna be against it because now how many government Batania or they need your tagamana messy hand. Yes. 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 So say mo le fe me ka sign into law, ko bolo law. Thank you so much for joining us this evening, Dalo. Yes, let's hear from you right about now. What do you have to say about all of this? Hello.
Hello,
brother.
Okay.
Biko, gbanyọnụ redio gị o gabazie n'iru biko. Okay, ngwa gaba n'iru tila ya ọnụ n'okwu o.
Okay. Ihe dị isi nwa bụ ya ọ dịga aka ndị okere na-esi ya anụ ọrụ ka ebe ụmụ ajụjụ ego ya ọrụ.
Okay.
Na mbụ ihe niile gbasara gọọmenti ihe ọbụla ha tiri aka ha na-achị nọ ya si anya ya gọọmenti Naijiria adọrọ mma. Ihe ụfọdụ ndị Igbo ha ya tago ndị Igbo na-eje ọtụtụ politiks mgbe ha bịa tinyekwa aka na ihe mmadụ kpọrọ nwanne agabara ya dakwa ya mmadụ a ga-akpọzi nwanne so ihe anyị ji aka na ihe mabọrọ ya ha na nwa ha tụrụ okwu kịta ka ha ji ikwu ya aka ka ha ya dakwa ya mmadụ na mkpọsị mmadụ sọị isi na m kwuo gọọmenti na-abụ ha bịa ha hapụ ihe ha kwesịrị ime na-eme ihe na-agbata anyị tọpụ ya ihe jiri ịta na-abụọ ka ha tiere anyị aka tọpụ ya ihe jiri ozi ihe na-aba nọmba 1 ọkụ ka a mee ka ọkụ gbadata n'okpoko ị ga-afụzi kọntent n'okpoko nke ihe ọnịcha ebe a kọntent bịa bụ foodu because of gịnị nepa dị bido ndị nepa gwọdị n'ọrụ ihe na-akị ị na-ekwu n'anya si n'ọrụ eziokwu na ọhịa na-akị a mee ka ọkụ kip ka ndị mmadụ nwee ike nwee ihe a na-eme ọ bụ ụzọ bụ ahịa ka a na-azụ nwa agaghị m azụ nwa ahịa Malanga ọrụ aka, ị ga-arụ weda, na-arụ kapịnta, ị
Okay.
ga-arụ electrician.
Can you hear now? Look at that.
Ọrụ aka,
Okay.
ihe na-arụkwa electrician.
Okay.
So ọrụ aka dị mma. Na-arụ na company.
Mana ịmagoro na mgbe a na-ekwukwa okwu ịgbabọ ya and all of that, o nwekwa to do with ọrụ aka patu. So or to protect.
Otu ama m n'otu bụ ihe a na-ekwu.
Okay.
Mana ha nwa tinye ya aka, anyị nwa bụ ụmụazụ, like mụnwa na onwe m na-ewepụ aka ya. Kọsi ọf na gọọmenti jiri aka adarịrị na Naịjirịa. The second one nwere ike itinye aka na ya bụ ọ bụrụ onye ọbụla ga-azụ ahịa, ọ bụrụ onye ọbụla ga-arụ ọrụ aka. Enwere ndị bụ ugbo ka ha ga-akọ.
Okay.
Ha tụpụrụ anyị ndị Fulani n'ime ọhịa ka anyị jide ịkọ ugbo.
Okay.
Because onye zụ ahịa, ihe ha rụtara n'ọrụ ugbo ka a na-ere n'ahịa ahịa.
No problem.
Ndị Fulani anụ nọ n'ime ọhịa, gọọmenti chụpụrụ anyị ndị Fulani. Then gọọmenti eme ka ụgwọ ọkụ gbatuo, so onye mepee kọmpani onwe ike emepe nwa.
Now, nke a Benjamin Kalu na-ekwu about nke ọ na-propose na Abuja at the time. Na-ekwukwu inwegasị ihe gbasara theoretical aspect of study ka a na-akụziri ndị na-agbakwa boy ihe like some things a na-emegasị na school ka ha wee nwekwada understanding. Ọ n'ife ilo na nke a dịkwa mma ka anyị inculcate n'ife gbasara ịgba boy.
Okay, mma agaghị ajụjụ anụ a. Asị na asị na-aka mma n'onye oyibo.
Okay.
Abụ m onye Igbo izu onye Igbo, dịka ha were m ahụ. Mgbe ọ bụla m na gị kwutere okwu bido tụwa oyibo na ọ na-achị abata gị.
Don't exactly like that now. Okay.
Mana anyị ga-anọ n'ofufu rụọ ọrụ tụpụta ngwa ahịa ndị na hedrik anyị pịkọsịa pịa kapilet niile ifu na nke a tụrụ na China ka gai chip o wee bụrụ gị nke ụgwọ ọkụ. So dọsụ ihe ha ji mere anyị bụ ụgwọ ọkụ na ndị Fulani nọ n'ime ọhịa ha tụtụrụ ya anyị ụgwọ ọkụ chip atụtụla ya ndị Fulani ha mịbụ ha na nke anọ ihe ọzọ ha nwere ike ikwu anyị nwa bụ ụmụazị ka anyị tore.
Dalo, thank you so much for joining us this evening, my brother. Let's hear from you. What do you have to say about this? 07034 459334 or 07045 592210. Let's hear from you now. Hello.
Hello, what's up?
Yes, welcome back, my brother. Okay.
Anambra State. Anambra
mana ịmago na ọbụla ọgbakwanụ ya ka anyị na-akpa mana at a time apasị gị bụ na apasị gị onwe ndị nke fụlụ ọfụla onwe ebe fụlụ a na-agagharị ọfụla okay. So at a time, yes, as a people who too, I have a responsibility to notify the authorities about if megasi, and this is your opportunity to also talk about it. Can you hear government menu? That's the thing. So state here ya kusi de kowalopa kusi mena nimo ka ha we malebe pa ye na eti na aka no anyị na asa aba keta. Ikowa kusi eme you to go ahead. That's the thing, not just in say sure at the end. Nyela aka ka lawyer bolo. Let's hear from you now. Hello. Hello. Okay, please call us back. And when you call, please put up your radio set so that we can hear you. Let's hear from you now. Hello. Okay. Please keep the calls coming. Let's hear from you now. Hello. Yes. Good evening, my brother. Okay, because Kabaniru. Like any proposal bill, to regulate it. When I protect more gamma boy, in case of woman boy is so glory, and in case of Oga naturally settle home boy. That's the thing. Because I know a couple of law. Can you regulate it and what commission for it? Yes, part of it, but na obolo na organize to one boy, onye organi ego need you to government and yeah, to supplement, like to complement it for organic. Yeah, that's the thing. Gakuzi olo, gakuzi yabafia. Then, can you feel in a situation whereby now, Benjamin Kalu Nekwoku, Nkiona Kwana, Yaga like inculcate here theoretical aspect of teaching, Igbo boya would go practical already, man. I know some things and akuzi, you have to go like, some of the things I'm making send at school. Or got they okay, Mweme Yabefe. Hello, my brother. Thank you so much for joining us. Hello, my brother. Thank you. Yeah, I would have taken it. Boy, I'm gonna be fine at the end. But we are getting to the spot where we'll call it a day, but we could just take one call, before we call it a day this evening. Let's hear from you now. Hello. Yes, good evening, my brother.
Good evening.
Okay, just a minute, can I say my brother? Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining us this evening, and this is the spot where we'll begin to call it a day on this particular edition of Street Report on Ebona Day 103.5 FM. One thing is for sure, government in there, like the particular person that proposed this bill is a very intelligent person, and the whole proposal and I applaud him because of Ogo, and it was sponsored by AGK Okechukwu, member representing Anota constituency 2. Yes, onye ọbụla boy need to protect ya, or ga boy need to protect ya. So ihe na-eme bụ ezigbo ife, and see Gabaniru from my own point of view, and see Mayor in such a way to Benjamin Carlos wele kwukwa nke na-aga inculcate theoretical aspect of education into Igbo boy ya. Well, that said, this is the spot where we'll call it today on this particular edition of Street Report on Ebon at the 103.5 FM. I remain the one and only Martin Ifa Chuku AKZ as Anambra Force, the one that I call Metal. Remember, it comes your way, Friday, 4:30 p.m. So keep a date and don't touch the dial of Ebon at the 103.5 FM. Once it's 6 o'clock evening, there will be news. Till we meet again, have a lovely weekend. Okay, guys, thank you. Like, subscribe, and sure, right? Hit the subscribe button right here. Check it out. Check this one out. It's on Amazon.com. Hip Hop and Igbo Culture by yours faithfully, Martin Fine Cookies. All right, you rock down. Rock. As the days goes by.